Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? Now, I'd like to give my advertisers their chance to sponsor the show. First up is my main man Peng with LifeStrongApparel.com, LifeStrongApparel.com. Go there, get fitness gear, get fruit infused sea moss, elderberry, soursop, mango, pineapple, blueberry, just to name, all the different flavors. Blueberry is excellent. I tried it myself. You should try it too. Make sure you pick up a few at the checkout line. And at the checkout line, you can get a 10% discount on your purchases if you put in SKYLER10, Skylar 10. Make sure you put in Skylar 10 and at the checkout, and you'll get 10% off all your purchases. So let that be known. So go to LifeStrongApparel.com today. Also, BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube. B Jackson on YouTube. Make sure you check him out. He's got sardines on the grill. He's talking about near beer. He's talking about strippers and all kinds of different things that are curious and humorous and funny. And he has a great sense of humor. Just a great all-around guy that I've never met, but I've only transacted with him, and he's a good businessman because he comes through with the bag. So I appreciate that. So definitely go to B Jackson on YouTube. Tell him that the goofy guy Sky Saunders sent you. Also, go to twitch.tv/dotfocus, DOTFOCUS _1 _, not a long bar. It's twitch.tv/dotfocus _. And you'll find him doing Call of Duty runs. He's excellent with the sniper rifle. He has precision shooting abilities. So definitely check him out and tell him that the goofy guy Sky Saunders sent you. All right. Don't book no flights under no names involved with me. Who said it? Who said that? Who said it? Children? Students? Who said that? Who said, don't book no flights under no names involved with me? That, of course, was Mr. Lil Durk Banks. And he was reprimanding, he was outlining how he didn't want his name to be associated with any flights going out. It was allegedly he was supposed to go on a flight that had a flight to Italy, but he was stopped. He also had booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then booked a private flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board it. It's all stemming from charges against his name, including murder for hire, and in a sense, a revenge killing against Quando Rondo, a known enemy of his, an op. He was about to pop an op. Now this goes back to another thing, because there was a shooting against Quando Rondo, but he survived. But his cousin was killed. His cousin was killed, a female. She was killed in the whole thing. But what is all this saying? I'm just saying that he's innocent. Again, he's innocent until proven guilty. This is a fact in the law courts. This is a fact in the criminal justice system. He is, in fact, innocent. Lil Durk. It is a fact. He is, and then they say the word presumed. Oh, he's presumed innocent. He's presumed innocent. Okay, so what does that mean? I mean, we presume him to be innocent. We can presume it. But it's a terrible turn because it's a lot of things uh he had tried to make it so he could avenge his friend's death, King Von. He tried to make it quiet, make it like on the low, and don't say anything, don't say any names, don't say, keep it really, together. This all this was happening in Los Angeles, and they're from Chicago, so they took a flight out from Chicago to LA just to make this hit, and it was a missed hit, but it was the murder and assault. So that they say that OTF, or only the family members, engage in violence. This is coming from Sarah Corcoran, an FBI agent. They engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Banks, and to maintain their status in OTF. So is he cooked? He's innocent right now, but is he cooked? Is this the last stand for Lil Durk, man who is a Grammy winner, Grammy Award winner? What's his take? What's his final take on this? Is this his last stand? Is this his way of bowing out from the music industry and bowing out from society itself? This is going to be interesting because I want to see what the bail is going to be. I want to see if he can be bailed out, because this is a murder for hire. This is a case where it carries the worst penalty is capital punishment, or the death penalty. So that's the worst thing that could actually happen to Lil Durk. He could go to the chair, or he could go onto a table where they give him a lethal injection. Of course, they swab the arm first with alcohol, and then they put the injection because you don't want to get sick on your way to hell, like George, the late great George Carlin said. But anyway, yeah, it just struck me when I didn't want to do a show yesterday. I wanted to continue on, because there was a little bit of a time expiration thing, because it was a documentary coming out, and I know that would have been something big, so I knew that was going to be something different. So I was talking about what I usually talk about. If you go back in my past few weeks, what I've been spewing, getting multiple views from, I appreciate all of you. Thank you. But no, it just it really struck me. It really struck me. And that's the thing too. It's like they have a whole list of people that are involved. There's let me see this. There's Keon Grant. There's Keith Jones, DeAndre Wilson, Asa Houston, and a fifth unnamed suspect. And then you got this Keon Grant character as well. They got the men into hotel rooms, purchased 4 ski masks, and obtained 2 luxury sedans, court records say. Grant allegedly gave Jones, Lindsay, and a third unnamed suspect guns, including one that had been converted into a machine gun. And that's part of the charges as well. That the machine gun was used in the operation of a felony, of a murder. So they talking how they, they walk it out, they talk it. Talking on that tough stuff. Talking on that street stuff. They walk it like they talk it. Not necessarily a good thing, but just a fact. They're doing something that, it would have been regarded as totally inappropriate. Of course, that's too weak of a word. Totally unlawful and totally irrational. So we have to definitely delve into that. We have to delve into that whole idea of Lil Durk, and this possibly being his last hurrah. Because these charges look pretty thick. They look pretty, well strung together. So, I think with the murder for hire situation, that's something that is going to be difficult to get out of. That's going to be something difficult to get to claw your way away from. This isn't, trafficking or anything like that, or this is straight up murder. This is like straight, like not even kidding. In the murder for hire case as well. It said that he faces federal charges that he paid for the attempted 2022 revenge killing of rapper Quando Rondo at a Los Angeles gas station, a shooting that resulted in the death of Rondo's cousin, like I said earlier. But that's the sad part about all of this. That's the part that really is really disturbing. That's the part that really is arresting. Is because he doesn't have, he's not like a mega star. He's a star. He's like he could be a somewhat, sort of star. He could be somewhat sort of, star. He could have been a superstar, mega star, but I don't think his star power is gonna, go that far. And his pockets aren't that deep. He doesn't have that much money. If they have like $1 million bond or $2 million, 500, he might be able to do that. But they do 10 million, 20 million, he can't do 10 million, 20 million. He just can't. He can't do that. He can't do that. So I think if Lil Durk is, halfway bright, halfway smart, he'll hire the best lawyers. This will be another hip hop trial again. The trial won't probably start till 2026 or something stupid. They're just finding out what happens or something. But it's really sad on all fronts. Everybody loses, I think, here, except for the justice system. I think the justice system will prevail in all of this, because I'm thinking about how he is, this leader of the OTF, the only the family, and it says he also been arrested, and at least 2 more arrests may be forthcoming, according to the documents that have been filed. Durk was arrested Thursday night in South Florida as he attempted to flee the country, the FBI says. So they're saying that he was trying to get to Italy to flee the country, but my thing is, even if he got to Italy, wouldn't they extradite him? Because this is a murder for hire. This isn't, trafficking or, racketeering and, conspiracy for sex workers. This is a little different. This is murder for hire. When you have murder for hire and somebody has been slain, a young woman, a young female has been slain, that means that has to be serious. It has to be something that has to be explored. Can't be ignored. Didn't mean to rhyme right there, but I did. Has to be acknowledged. Because there's so many people that are within the system. Bella, oh wow, very early today. Yes. Oh, I'll have to go make that. Oh, I'll come back after that. Okay, Bella, you do what you gotta do. You like coming in and be like, oh, I gotta run. I gotta. That's all right, girl. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate it. But that is the seriousness of this case. That is how serious this case is, because with the idea of him, being relatively successful. He's pretty successful. He's not like he's a bum nigga. He's got some hits. He's got some, some a Grammy, at least one Grammy to his name. He's pretty much an in-demand kind of rapper. But that won't save him. That can't save him. That'll be his, this could really be his downfall. I'm really, banking against him. I'm sorry. He's innocent though. He's an innocent man. Free Lil Durk. Put him on house arrest. But murder for hire is totally different. You can't. The racketeering, the sex transportation, and the sexual assault, all that is hot, but it doesn't carry a death penalty as the worst thing. And now that's something they say like, oh, the worst charge that carries the harshest sentence could be a death penalty. Now that's just saying, trying to kick up some dust and make steam because really he's not going to be put to death. Let's just be real. He might get life. He might get he might get like 40 years. Then that chops down to 20 years. Then it's commuted to 10. It'll just be come down all the way. So even that's if he is convicted, of course. That's if he's convicted of these charges. So I would just have to say that Lil Durk, he had the ball. He had the ball and he dribbled out of bounds. And then like punched the fan in the face. Like that's how allegedly, what I'm saying. But that's what seems to have occurred. He had possession of the rock. He had the ball whole time. Then he just went, let me just go off, But to have an idea, just to formulate the planning, because that's what it is. It's planning for somebody to be killed, somebody to be murdered, murder for hire. That's what it is. You're conspiring with other, people on a level to say that they should go along with you, with the plan, go along with the idea, go along with the whole issue. Go along with the whole idea, and it just really makes it so much worse when you have somebody that is of fame, of fortune, of notoriety. This is always gonna follow him, no matter what. It's always gonna follow him, and that's a sad truth as well. But what I want to know is so I'm just looking for the other charges and other people involved. Banks, this is according to ABC News. Banks is accused of being the leader of a Chicago-based rat collective called Only the Family that acts as a group of individuals who engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Banks, according to a federal criminal complaint filed Thursday in the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California. Because that's where it all went down. Didn't happen in Chicago. He's accused of placing a monetary bounty out for an individual with whom Banks was feuding, according to the complaint. And that's the thing, the whole thing. It's like they're feuding, They could have settled their differences, on a record. That would have been better. They could have settled their differences, with lawyers and doctors and businessmen and political leaders within the community. So that's the sad part. So this is happening after 2 years. This is crazy. This is the co-conspirators fired at least 18 rounds at it's saying TB. What is it? TB is like, what is it? What is TB? What? Am I missing something? That one is as TB. Banks was feuding with an individual identified in court documents as TB. TB. Why are they saying TB? See, this is the weird thing about the news system on the internet. They have TB. They have people like that. I don't know why they're saying TB. I'm looking for it right now. And they have different ways of conveying the issue. They say, according to unsealed indictment reviewed by Variety, 3 OTF members, Grant, a.k.a. Cuz, or Vonnie, Wilson, Dee, and Houston, Boogie, were charged for their involvement, as were Jones, Flocka, and Lindsey Brown Eyes, members of other Chicago gangs. So some of them have more information than others. What is this? They're saying someone referred to as DB, but I think they meant TB. Somebody identified as such got into a physical altercation with TB. Oh, okay, DB, and then got into a physical conversation with TB at a nightclub in Atlanta back in November 2020. During the fight, one of TB's associates pulled a gun and killed DB. It can be assumed that, despite him not being named, DB is King Von, as the date on the sheet lies that of his death. Okay, DB. Okay, King Von. What is King Von's name? Yeah, Daquan Bennett. So he's DB. And TB is somebody else. Let me see. This is all coming in, folks. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Salute. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those views up. It's a fundraiser Monday. Let's get those funds up. Fun Day Monday. And okay, Quando Rondo's name is not TB though. That's not his initials. That's weird. Maybe it'll be too easy. Oh, it is. Yeah, Taekwon Bowman, TB. So I don't even know why they're. This is the weird thing about the internet. Why are they saying TB and DB in some of the documents when there's obviously Quando Rondo and King Von? It's goofy. Following the shooting, this is coming from Variety. Following the shooting, a person referred to as co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty for someone to kill TB or Quando Rondo for his role in King Von's murder. They say TB for his role in DB's murder, but everybody knows what DB is. Now they're talking about SR, Savia Robinson. That was the woman that was killed. In August 2022, the defendants learned TB was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. All 5 conspirators flew to LA for purpose of murdering TB and alongside co-conspirator 2. Allegedly used 2 vehicles to track down TB, resulting in the death of SR or Savaye Robinson. Savaya. All 5 of Durk's associates are being charged with the conspiracy and use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death. Okay, so those are the charges I was looking for. All right. They are also being charged with use, carry, and discharge of firearms and machine gun, and possession of such firearms and furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. So I will remember that from Variety. That was a good article. That was an excellent article. NPR is okay. It's all right. It says, okay, so there was a string of telephone messages, and this is my main question. This is my main question. It's like obvious. It's so obvious. Like, why even is it? It's all emotions. It's all emotional. There's no rationale. There's no thinking. There's no. There could be planning and outlining and everything like that. We can go through this, and your mind is like against itself. It's like it's programmed, and you're working. You're struggling to do something, but it's in the favor of that's something that is evil, that is immoral. That's the question. Donald Smith. Remember, they are gang affiliated names. Yeah, but I remember. I get that, but they have it on other sites. They have. If you do the, it's real simple. What is? Let me see. Make sure. DB is Davon Bennett, obviously, and Quando Rondo, and that's King Von. And Quando Rondo is. Hold on. Let me make sure I get his name right. Taekwon Bowman. So it's obviously you can put 2 and 2 together real simply. DB is TB, and what DB and TB are whoever the individual are. It's very simple. I'm just wondering why they don't just say the name. Just say his name. It's obvious. It's very simple to figure out. It's not like you have to say, oh, well, what is this middle initial? What is this first and last initial together with all of them together? No, it's not even that difficult. Not even that complicated. They just use TB and DB for some reason. I don't know. So that's only some news outlets. It's not all news outlets. Variety did a good job. Did a good job of breaking down the case. So Big Von, or excuse me, yeah, Big Von or King, or is it Big Von or King Von? Let's get that straight. Rodney might have to take it back. Might have to take that back. Is it Big Von or King Von? Looking it up right now. See, I think they got it wrong. It's King Von, not Big Von. See, Roddy slipped a little bit. They said Big Von instead of King Von. That was an error. They can correct that though. They can say, "Oh, we weren't sure. We didn't have the right information." It's not true. But what about it just how do you even sit down and say, look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go about this. I know I could. This is what they're called penitentiary chances. These are definitely penitentiary chances. When you make the concerted effort to do something that is completely heinous and irrational and vicious, that's when you have the point where you don't know what you're doing with your life. You have access to millions of dollars. You have access to all kinds of women. You got access to all kinds of different treasures and things to enjoy in life. And then you say, you know what? Let me just throw that away. But you don't say that. You don't say, let me just throw that away. It doesn't just happen like that. It doesn't happen that simple like that. It's a series of steps. It's a series of things that have to occur. It's a whole line of different issues that have to go down for that to take place. You have to be committed to the dumb shit. Dumb S. I cussed already, but the dumb S. I'm starting off the week cussing, I know. But Dr. Jerome Brook cusses too, and so does Mr. Choice Terrain, so I'm not gonna cuss that much. Trust me, I'm not gonna cuss it anymore during the show. But it just gets me fired up because it just, you got everything. You have everything. And tens of thousands of people want you. There are tens of thousands of rappers out there. Tens of thousands. Probably like 25,000 rappers just on the East Coast alone. And if you put it on the West Coast, it's probably, the number goes up to 75,000 or maybe 100,000 of people that want to be in Lil Durk's position as a rapper, but not where he is now. That's the facts. That's the reality. So we have to definitely take that into account. We have to see what transpires in all this. Question is, will he get the death penalty? No. I can't see him getting the death penalty. That would be completely harsh. That would be very harsh. Even if he is held an account for his crimes, even if he's accountable, I don't think death penalty is in his future. I don't see that happening. So we have to really understand the difference between what it means to be just a pretty damn fine rapper. He's pretty good. He's a good rapper. He's got the flow. He's got the drill rap down pat. Didn't really rhyme that time, but it was close. But in all of this, he's been able to maintain a specific way of living, and a way of life, a way of conveying his message. And that's what I'm all about. And I can't wait till they get to the courtroom and they show, okay, we have these lyrics already on about this rap song. He's definitely, violent, and he's very, meticulous about it, his dealings and stuff like that. When he said, hold on. I must have run over it. But he was saying, I'm saying, he looked, it seemed like it was, it seems like it was very special in a way, because he had that bit of endurance about it. Like he could go a long time, you know. And he said, this is from the United States Attorney's Office. Don't book no flights under no names involved with me. He said that. That's verbatim. Okay, here we go. Repo Diamond, Kennel number 31. Oh, 31. He might, if convicted, that's in Cali where they play those politics. But the best of wishes to him and his family for sure. Soul to soul. Wow. Daniel Smith says soul to soul. I mean, it's that's what it's looking. That's what it's looking like. Federal criminal charges. Federal, again, federal, and it's murder for hire, which is almost the same thing with murder. And it was involved in a situation where somebody who was murdered. There were over 18. There were over 18 rounds fired into the car, which struck not Quando Rondo, but Quando Rondo's cousin. So they said this is coming from the United States Attorney's Office, Central District of California. The apprehension of Mr. Banks, as he attempted to leave the United States, is once again proof that the FBI and our extraordinary partners at the Los Angeles Police Department have a long reach, said Akil Davis, Assistant Director in charge of the FBI Los Angeles Field Office. No excuse can justify this violent act, and let me be clear. While you're going about your life thinking you got away with it, the FBI is piecing together the facts that will serve as your undoing. Okay, here we go. This goes back. Is this the last stand for Lil Durk? Is he done? Is he going to be recording albums from a jail cell on a phone? Okay, Repo Diamond says, and you know, didn't put a K-N-O-N-O-W, but N-O. The connection rate, I think conviction rate, let's say that, is crazy. They don't come unless they facts is straight. They don't want money, they print it. Facts. I can see that. That's facts. That's facts. Because this is the federal government. This is the federal government. They want to shut you down. And this could be a indicator or a bellwether to other drill rappers across the country and across the world. So you want to, yeah, man, I got to go out my ops. He gunned down my brother. He gunned down my son, my boy. We got to ride on him. We got to orchestrate this thing. We got to put this together. We got to make sure it is. I'm saying allegedly. This is all conjecture. I'm just saying, we got to put this thing together. We got to lay down, the way to do this. We got to make sure we have a plan, and then we can execute on it. That's our main deal. That's our main function. That's how we can roll on this. That's the serious part about all this. That's how serious it is. But this is good too. This is a good article. I'm gonna go on. Quote, cases like these that span multiple states and jurisdictions are complicated and can oftentimes only be resolved through the collaboration of multiple departments, said Los Angeles Police Chief Dominic Choi. This arrest is the culmination of the combined efforts of the partners in the U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, and LAPD's Operation West Bureau homicide detectives, who discovered that Durk D, a.k.a. Lil Durk, was involved in this heinous murder. The hundreds of hours spent on the investigation includes surveillance authority, authoring numerous search warrants, using forensic technology, and tireless investigative travel and collaboration alongside our federal where the hell does it go? I'm looking for it now. I just missed it. Tireless investigation of travel and collaboration on our federal partners led to this arrest. I'm appreciative of the dedication of those involved. According to the complaint filed Thursday night, Banks is the leader of the Chicago-based rap collective. Okay, we already know that. Banks feuded with the victim and identifying the court documents as Quando Rondo, even though they say TB. And then they say, then they actually say Davon Bennett as King Von. Bennett and Banks were close friends, obviously. Bill Nye the Science Guy. No, not the Science Guy. Man, he's done. That nigga Jam, he was eating a McRib in the interrogation room. And that's the thing too. Let's get into that part. When is this? Who is? Y'all gotta help me out. Who is that nigga that snitches on DJ Vlad TV? Who is that guy that wears the mask? What is it? Something news? Trench News. I just reminded myself of it. Trench News. He's probably gonna be all over this. Trench News, because who's gonna snitch? Who's gonna snitch? Who is going to snitch? Who is going to snitch, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Trench News, that's the guy. Brick Baby. No. I don't think it's Brick Baby. It's definitely Trench News. I just remembered his name. Brick Baby, I don't know about him. I don't know if he's a snitch or not. But I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me that. But that's not who I was thinking about. I was thinking about Trench News. Trench News is probably going to go off. He's going to be jumping with joy at saying this. Because he's been talking about, I think, the Chicago drill scene for a long time. So he's probably going to go off on this. So it's not Brick Baby. It's definitely Trench News. Trench News is Trench's News. Excuse me, not Trench News. Trench's News. Somebody's got to snitch. Somebody's got to snitch. It's going to happen. Somebody's bound to snitch. And they should open their mouth. They should be doing this. When they get to the stand, is the gentleman you speak of in the courtroom right now? And he said, yes, he is. Could you point to him? Right there. That nigga right there. Oh, you can refrain from the language, please. We're in the court of law. Oh, sorry about that. Excuse me. Pardon me. My fault. Sarah. Okay, hold on. We gotta go back to repo. Sarah. Okay, Sarah Comerford. I love Trench News. Yeah, I love Trench News too. He's cool. I mean, I don't love. I respect his hustle. I respect his gangster. Got to go and get up with the dogs and pups. Peace and prosperity. Salute to you, Repo. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Sarah Comerford says Trench News wants peace for Chicago. Yeah. And Bill Nye said they already did. When did they already do what? Are you saying somebody snitched? Bill Nye? Who snitched? Sarah says you can tell that Trench really cares about all of those guys. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So who snitched? They said who's they? Who's they? Who already snitched? Is it? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure I get the names right. Was it Cuz or Vonnie, Dee Dee, Boogie, Flocka, or Brown Eyes? Who was it? It's in the indictment. You can look it up. No. You look it up and you report back to me. This is my show. I appreciate you for being on, but I don't look up stuff, just to look it up. You gotta report it back to me. The burden of proof is on you. The guy that just did 12 years. Who is that? Say the name, Sarah, please. Who's the guy that just did 12 years? The big guy with dreads. You don't remember his name? I don't know his name. He had a wire off jam. Okay. I don't know, but we need to investigate who's gonna snitch even more. The guy eating the McRib. You keep saying this McRib. This is very specific. I gotta see the McRib in Lil Durk McRib. I'm not seeing any issue. I'm not seeing any reports talking about a McRib. Just send a the title of the article or something like that, so I can see what's up. Off Jam, that's his name. Oh, Off Jam is his name? Sarah says, I don't remember. I'm just an old white lady from Iowa. I'm sure you are, Sarah. That's what I thought. OTF Jam had a wire. OTF Jam, that's his name. OTF Jam. Okay, the big guy from O Block that just did 12 years. You're pretty entrenched with the hip hop scene if you are from a little old white lady from Iowa. I'm sure you are, Sarah. I'm sure you are. Probably a 12-year-old black kid, with some impressive computer skills. OTF Jam. Okay, OTF Jam. Alleged informant. Uh-oh, here we go. An OTF member who allegedly snitched on Lil Durk opens up about how the rapper supported him in getting through prison. Huh. I didn't see anything about a McRib though. When did you see a McRib? When did you see a McRib? So, Sarah says, I love young people and I hate everything that is happening to those poor kids in Chicago. Facts, yeah. It's all emotion. All emotional. It's all emotion. There's no thinking. There's no reason. There's no negotiating. There's no collaborating on ideas to make things better. It's just, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna just get my switch and take you out. That's all, or attempt to take you out. I'm gonna subscribe and come back. Let me find it. All right, salute to you, Bill Nye. Salute to you. I appreciate that. I'm not saying it just to be like, oh. I'm saying it as respect. Respectfully. Salute to you. Drill music is bad for our youth. I disagree. I don't think it's the music. J Nussy TV MEGM. I'm gonna just call you J Nuck or J Noose. I'm gonna say J. Those poor kids grow up thinking that's the only way of life. Sadly, that's the programming thing. And that's the reason why we have to get a regulation and controls. That's what is impeding so much progress. Regulations and controls and the minimum wage and things like that. Because if you had a minimum wage set at $10 an hour, and this guy or this young lady can only perform at $6 an hour, they're not getting a job. They're not going to be hired. They're not going to be brought into the workforce by when they're like 14, 15 years old, and maybe even 18 or 19 years old, and they'll have no job. And guess what? They go to the streets, and they get street money. Then they get ops, and ops go against them, and then they have an issue, and then everything goes leftward, and there goes their life, just because the minimum wage was set at $10, and they could only perform at $6. They could have swept the floors. They could have cleaned up the fries from the fryer. They could have done stuff like that. They could have took out the trash. They could have wiped down the counters, stuff like that. For $6 an hour, that's something good. And then they would have progressed. They would have been the cashier, and it would have been $8 an hour. Then they would have been a supervisor, and that would have been $10 an hour. Then they would have been the manager. Then they would be making $12 to $15 an hour, something like that. That's what I'm saying. That's the sad part that's coming out of all our inner cities. The lack of opportunities that are not available to these children. Type in OTF Jam. Yeah. Interrogation. Okay, that I will do. I will do that because I will look that up. That's something I will look up. Interrogation. Yo! Wow. Okay. This is big. He's got the sandwich. He's got the fries. They must have gave OTF Jam the chicken Big Mac. Yeah, they're saying they weren't saying the McRib. They're saying the McChicken Big Mac, which is pretty good. It's not extraordinary, but it's pretty good with some sweet and sour sauce. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. Wow. Rick James has come into the. Hold on, let me see. I left Chicago when I was 25. I'm 34 now. I never left. I never left. I never left. I feel like I would have been in the same boat if you had never left. Okay, yeah. You and Google. How can you say that drill music is not bad? Because it's music. The music is fine. The depiction, all of that is great. It's art. It's art. You can't blame art. It's just like a pistol. You can't blame the pistol. You can't blame the tool. You got to blame the user. The pistol can be used for many things. Let me just say this from Rick James. It's been a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, he's young, gifted, and great. I like that. Of new and thrilling ideas that makes you question the mind as Michael Jordan jumps into the looking glass to see. I present Skylar Saunders scene. He said that right. That's what's up, Rick James. That's what's up. OTF Jam interrogation, and then go that was perfect. That's what I'm talking about. You look it up, and I'll search for it. Salute to the Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yeah, that McRib was tasty. The music is not fine. I disagree with you, Sarah. It's just like anything. So what Goodfellas is not fine, and Casino, and The Godfather, and Scarface, and Carlito's Way, and Blow, and all these different movies like that, and there's so many more. Are they fine? Is that okay? Speed metal, and going back to music, is speed metal okay? Was it like Swedish death metal? Is that okay? Is that fine? I think it is. I think Swedish death metal is awesome, but that's just me. Bussy made me do it. Of course, YouTube subscriber comes in. Jay Nuck says it's dry stitching. It's not music. It's bragging about going to jail and killing each other with no moral reason. Sarah Crawford Cormerford I'm gonna just say Sarah again. You look at the music differently because you weren't raised in the environment. No, I wasn't raised in the environment, but you don't have to be raised in the environment to know that it's fine. It's great. No, it's demonic, Sarah says. Exactly, MJ. Luck J Nuck says, I understand what you're saying, but we all know right from wrong. And that's what I think is right from wrong. You have to separate art from real life. If you have songs that are saying, I'm gonna murder this person, they're gonna get dropped, they're gonna get killed, I'm gonna come through and rape all these women. It's the same thing. Look at Eminem's music. Eminem's music is the same way. He's killing his wife and what's on bleed, B, bleed, bleed, B, bleed. That's Kim. He literally is killing his wife on a song. Like, doesn't I think it makes for great art. That's just me though. But when we're going along here. We're going along here. Those poor kids only know the way of that way of life. But this is the thing too, because not all the kids are. They're Rhodes scholars and people that are headed to Ivy League schools and stuff like that in Chicago that are gifted and bright. I think Lil Durk is gifted and bright. If he had the chance, he probably would go to, Harvard or Yale, or Brown or Cornell or Columbia or University of Pennsylvania. Am I missing any Cornell? Did I say Cornell? I said Cornell. Brown, another one. He will be on his way, but sadly, this looks like his downfall. Lil Siri is one of the best to ever do it. Who is Lil Siri, Rick James? Who are you talking about? Who is Lil Siri? But yeah, this guy, this looks serious. Yeah, he's definitely snitching. This is some serious snitching right here. He previously served a 12-year sentence. Dang. If you look really quick, this is just a weird, little way of saying it. But if you look at Lil Durk really quick, he looks like Jay-Z. Like if you looked at him like real quick, like he could be his son. Like if you look at him real quick, like, is that? Yeah. I saw a picture of him and just thought of that. That was an aside. It's Noose, but spelled Noose. Okay. So J Noose. I'm gonna just call you J Noose. Good to go. Thank you. Appreciate for clearing that up. So J Noose. Everybody's got the data today. I don't have a problem. I mean, I disagree with So I disagree with Sarah. I disagree with MEGM. But yeah, it's drill rap. It's drill. I love drill. Drill's great. It scares the hell out of me. I was scared to death when I first heard Chief Keef on I Don't Care. Or no, I don't like. When he said I don't like, I was like, this is some scary ish. This is crazy. I was like, I don't like, bang, bang. Like, whoa. I was like, that just blew me away. I was like, what is this? I was like, this is another side of hip hop I've never seen. And their terrible video. No broads in the video. Just guys with no shirts on and guns and locks going around. I don't like, bang, bang. Sneak, I don't like. Jay New says, it's hard not going to lie if you don't change your circle or environment. It's hard to change when you're in the environment and place. I'm going to say it's hard but not impossible. It's hard. It probably is difficult. It probably is very difficult, but it's not impossible. Like I said, there's a guy named Far Gray. If you never heard of him, look up Far Gray. Farrahgray. He came from the slums of Chicago. He had rats and roaches all in his house. And he even said, when there was a rat that was crawling on him while I was sleeping, he would just move it to another side. But fast forward to that, he made $1 million at 14 years of age by making a syrup company. He was already on Las Vegas radio programs. He had a club on Las Vegas Strip. He was on Wall Street. He was on Wall Street. He was the youngest person to ever have a Wall Street office, I think it was. And he's just an all-around success story coming from Chicago. So it's not impossible, but it's very difficult. I will agree with you on that. It's very difficult. It's not that bad. It's not that it's bad. It's what the youth sees it as reality. Yeah. Please don't forget that when they are still kids and their brains aren't fully developed. Yes, that's a fact. But there are very much their kids that can make the difference. Like, I was stupid. I used to steal stuff all the time. I was a thief. I used to do dumb stuff. All kinds of dumb stuff. Yes, true, right. It's not impossible, but I know it's very difficult. I wouldn't say that's like oh yeah, I'm just gonna get out of the hood. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be all great and everything's gonna be fine and lollipops and bell whistles and it's gonna be fine. But it's a totally different kind of way of looking at it. You think that drill music isn't promoted so that black people won't kill each other? Come on, man. She's like, come on, man. Well, yes, Sarah. Yes. I think that drill music is art. I think it should sustain itself. And you didn't answer my question. What do you think about various forms of metal and speed metal and all these different things that they have like demon worship and stuff like that? And people just listen to the music, go to their six-figure income jobs. There's surgeons that listen to speed metal and death metal. And they're listening while they're doing thoracic surgery, so they're listening to all this demonic stuff, but they're working on somebody else's what is that, heart? Is that thoracic? Let me make sure. Yeah, this OTF jam stuff is crazy though. Yes, your vertebrae, your vertebrae disc. A surgeon who has special training in operating on organs inside the chest, yeah, including the heart and lungs. I was right. Had to make sure. All of the music is demonic? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say the hills are alive with the sound of music. That's not demonic. LOL, yeah. My girlfriend listens to death and metal while performing vasectomies. I'm sure about that, Rick James. I'm pretty sure you're telling the truth, even though it sounds like some straight up BS. I'm gonna take that as a fact, even for the benefit of the doubt. Music about killing each other is demonic. So it's demonic. I'm a demon. I'm the devil. So I don't mind. I don't have a problem. Because like I said, there are very productive people that listen to speed metal and death metal and all this stuff. Trap music and drill music. And they're like lawyers and doctors and politicians and businessmen and businesswomen. They have 6- and 7-figure incomes. And are able to function in society. Sarah says, LOL, the enemy is productive. Well, yes, I'm the enemy. I'm very productive. And let's get those likes up. Let's get more people in this room. Let's make it a party. Come on. Get those funds up. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. My Venmo is at SKYLERIZED. And my PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. If you need that broken down to you, I'll be happy to let you know. They won't take those incomes in the hole with them. I'm not in the hole with them. They won't take those incomes in the hole with them. You have to break that down, Sarah. I'm kind of slow. I'm a little slow. I need a little assistance. You may need to break that down a little bit more to me. Oh. So you're saying they won't take those incomes to their death? Is that what you're saying? Sarah's my new favorite character. Yeah. She's pretty cool. So is Jay News. Jay News is cool. And so is, a few other people that were in here. They're good. Life is spiritual, young man. Of course, but it's not. It has to be physical. In order to have the spiritual, you have to have the physical. Just like your brain is physical, but your mind is spiritual. Remember that. Remember that. You can't have spirit without physical. The physical. She says, LOL. She's laughing at my dumb ass, apparently. But yeah, that OTF, yeah, he wow, OTF jam, wow. He's a real special kind of guy. He's gonna be something special. So who's got something? You gotta look it up. Rick James. A Pelican is something you gotta look up. Sarah, what's your email so we can discuss things further? You think that drill music is cool because you were brought up in the suburbs? Yes, that's probably the reason why. Just like people in this inner cities think it's cool because it speaks to their lifestyle. It speaks to their life, and for me, it's something that I can appreciate. I appreciate what its system is and how it works. The driving bass, the harsh lyrics, all that factor in. No one can take you seriously, man. Okay? Maybe you can't take me seriously, but if you haven't checked or not, I have at least 794 probably people that do take me seriously. Excuse me, 799, just under 800 people that take me seriously. It's just crazy when you do become successful from the hood and tend to stay in that life. It's just beyond me. Very few people can escape that life. Can escape the whole life. Like Jay-Z, the homie, the big homie. He had the little stabbing that he talks about in like 17 songs with Lance Rivera. And he had that whole thing like that was like everybody was like, oh, what was it over? Was it music? Oh, that's nothing. And Jay-Z has kept his nose clean ever since. The closest thing he ever did was cheat on his wife, which isn't criminal, but it's immoral. But other than that, he's been able to transition very well. He's transitioned very well. Yeah, I could. I would. If I had the means and the go to, I would spend the night in the inner city of Chicago because you got to be real street smart. And I was in the United States Marine Corps, and I know how to fight and I know how to aim. So anybody test me, it's a problem. It's gonna be all self defense on my side. Somebody test me. Somebody get out of line. They want to meet their maker, and I'm an atheist. So that's how that goes. They can try all they want. They can be cute all they want. But anybody want to get cute? Sir, Sarah said, "You are a Marine?" With question mark, question mark, question mark. Lord help us all. Oh Lord, she's going at my Marine status, my devil dog status. Oh no. Oh no. See that? This is fake jewelry. This is costume jewelry, but it looks cool, just like any other fake jewelry. This is a gift too, so. So, Lil Durk is, what was that though? What was that? I keep on forgetting his OTF. What's his name? I just missed where I had it. I had it up here. OTF Jam. OTF Jam. I hope someone shares the gospel with you. Okay. Life is spiritual. We all go somewhere when we die. So where do we go when we die? What is the letter after Omega? What is the letter after Z? What is the letter before A? What is the letter before Alpha? Like, why do you care? Why are you even saying there's some place after the alphabet when you can make all these beautiful words and great sentences and paragraphs and novel and chapters and novels? I'm saying metaphorically. That's what life is. Life is a book, and it begins on a page, and it says this is the beginning of the story, and then this is going to be the end. This is the middle of the story. Then this is going to be the end of the story, and that's the end of the story. There's nothing else. Everything else is conjecture. Sarah, he's on drugs. It's facts. Why don't you talk about the military instead? Because this is way more lucrative. Something that you are fluent in. Now, I'm not that fluent. I'm a lowly Lance Corporal. I'm a Lance Coconut. I'm a Lance Coolie. I'm a Lance cooler than you. We all go to heaven or hell. Okay, so explain heaven and hell. Who made heaven? Heaven allegedly has streets of gold and pearly gates and mansions to behold. So who created it? The angels? Did they have a union? Did they make the specific houses and the different mansions? What age are you? If you lose your arm in life, do you get it back, or are you just armless in life? How old are you again? It makes zero sense. There's no sensibility. There's nothing rational to it. He's just a heathen. It's true. Not allegedly, my man. Not allegedly. 43. You're gonna. Now, I'm not saying you. I'm not. You didn't have to give me your age. I was saying, what age? I was saying hypothetically. What age are you in heaven? Are you when you die at 99 years old? Are you gonna be 17 again? Are you gonna be 20 again? Are you gonna be 99 years old in heaven with a cane and a walker? Still, it makes zero sense. I actually met someone who made heaven. Okay, Sarah, are you married? Rick James is hitting. He's trying to get something in. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. He's trying to make a day of this. She's too old for you. Respectfully, he had a 23-year-old girlfriend the last time I checked. Respectfully, Sarah, I'm old too. I'm 36. Oh snap! Baja's in here. What's up, man? What's up, B Jackson? Oh, that was B Jack. I thought that was Rick James. B Jackson on the check-in. Do you know that I'm hardly ever on social media? It's not an accident that I came across you today. This is an act. This is just a coincidence. It's all coincidence. That's all it is. Baja Blast Jackson. Yeah, exactly. So this is old. That interview was old. It wasn't. That wasn't recent. OTF Jam is saying something totally different. Old OTF Jam interview resurfaces following Lil Durk's murder for hire arrest. Drill rap pioneer. He was a pioneer, Lil Durk. Give him his goddamn credit. Salute to B Jackson. I need that $11. I know you already fulfilled your $11 limit. You already fulfilled that. I just need more. I need more money. I need to have at least, some on this show. I need to have at least $11. Baja B Jackson. Check out B Jackson on YouTube. BEEJACKSON 5478. I already talked about him earlier in the program. Make sure you check out B Jackson on YouTube. BEEJACKSON 5478. Oh my God, I love this. Jesus died on cross for you. Mary stands looking at you. Mother Mary feels so much pain. Salute to J News. J News, subscribe. Salute to you, sir. I think you're a sir. You're a sir, right? Let me make sure. I'm not trying to disrespect you. But Sarah saying, God loves you. Jesus died on the cross for your sins. What about Muhammad and Moses? Did they die for my sins? Why didn't they die for my sins? Why is it always Jesus die for my sins? And that's as subjective as you can get. You have to say, oh, Jesus is better. Jesus is better somehow. Oh, he died on a post. Really, it was a post. It wasn't a cross. He died on a post, and he blood, sweat, and died. He had, a crown of thorns. He had a pierced him in the side. His arms were stretched wide. His arms were nailed, and his feet were nailed to a post. It's like it has to have that much graphic, detail. He was born sometime in the spring, and Christmas season is coming up. They say the reason for the season is Jesus. Was it though? I'd rather take the fat, jolly, holly, red suit wearing, reindeer, guiding, dude, any day over Jesus. I'll take him any day. Any day. The irony is, people say that, that Jesus, got off from a post or relieved them of their sins. And the reality is that, it's the same thing as Santa Claus. It's the same idea. It's the same same idea, same thought. Because it was perfect. Hold on, it's flowing a little bit. Remember Queens? Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Because what was perfect and never had sins. Yes, I am a man, sinned. Sometimes I feel like Jesus on the cross. He wasn't on the cross, Rick James. Sarah, where are you from? B. Jackson's going hard. Pause. You are a smart guy. Pick up a Bible sometime. I picked up the Bible. I know the Bible. You know Matthew 5:44 and Luke 6:26? 6:27, excuse me. If you read Matthew 5:44 and 6:27, that will tell you all I need to know about the Christianity. I'm from South Carolina, but I live in Iowa. Okay. Sarah, he's not that smart. True. Facts. Don't compare Jesus to Santa. I would do that all day. Jesus is way more vicious than the idea of Santa Claus. Martin Luther Jr. the 6th. Okay. I'm from Chicago, born and raised, but moved to Vegas at 25, and just because it's no murders doesn't mean anything. It's called Sin City for a reason. Everywhere can be dangerous. That's true. I'm from Newark, Delaware. If you look up, this is what I tell y'all to do. I can tell y'all. You don't tell me to look up nothing. I tell y'all to look up something. Put this into Google. Murder Town, USA, Newsweek 2014. Just put that in. See what I'm working with. What's your ethnicity? Yeah, 544 through 45, even through 45. But did you look up Luke 6:27 too? Look up both Matthew 5:44 through 45 and Luke's 27. Luke 6:27. Look those up. See what you may find. My dad was okay. Oh my God, Sarah, what is your pleasure? What is your pain? Rick James asks. Sarah says my Instagram is Baja Jackson. Oh, Baja Jackson said that. My dad was not religious. Richard, stop it. Do you dream too much? Do you think what you need is a crush? Sarah, I said, Skylar Saunders sing dad is a priest. He's not a priest. He's a minister. He's not a priest. He's married. If you're a priest, you can't be married. You're married to the covenant. You're married to the scrolls. Oh, sorry, LL. Sarah, Google him. B Jackson, Baja Jackson, waiting on that $11. Let me hit that. Matter of fact, let me get that $22. Let me double it. Let me get $22 to see what if you're above $20. Let me get $22, Baja Jackson. Let me hold that. Let me hold something. Let me hold that. Salute to Black Curry. Okay. We have 17 people on this chat. Please hit the like button. Thank you. What's so great about when it's up to 17? That means it's like really 20 or 30, 40. It multiplies. I don't know how it does it, but it multiplies. I know it's the stream. It's the vertical stream. But I don't understand why the vertical stream isn't like the horizontal stream. It's weird. Why would a Marine need $22? Come on, man. Why are you worried about it, Sarah? Unless you're worried about $22. Let me get $22 out of you, too. A Marine is broke. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. That's why I'm begging for money on the internet. What do you think I'm doing this show for? Money? Come on now. I got a compensation. I got 100% compensation for disability. I'm crazy. I have bipolar disorder. So I have my compensation, I have that, I have Social Security, I get money from my stories. That's the image that you see, Palakin. The Palakin is a story you have to read only on Boku.media. Just put in Palakin, and that should be the first thing that pops up. Should be. Let me see. Let me make sure. Of course. All right, just put in Skylar Saunders. You can see my stories. Read all those. I'm looking for it right now. Don't worry. Palanquin. Palanquin. It's the third one in with content warning. So one if it's not for the kids. Salute to the super freak, Rick James. Black Cuddy on the check-in. Salute to you, sir. It's on the way. Salute. Salute Stacy Galore. Salute, $5. I'm gonna have to refund that to you. You know what? I'll take it. I'm taking only $10 donations. $10 and up, but I'll take $5 too. But I'm taking $10 donations. But I appreciate that, Stacy Galore. Thank you very much. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's on the way. Some your only donating viewer. No, Stacy Galore. I appreciate it. See, that's $15. $15 minus. Try to get 160 every day. So we're down to 55. What's that? 145. I'm at 145. We need to get that down all the way to the end. $145. You're not the only donating viewer. Stacy Galore gave me $5. May God bless you all. Please stop promoting drill music, the same music that is killing your own people. Have a nice day. Take care, Sarah. God bless you. God bless you. We have strayed. We have seriously strayed from the main topic. Lil Durk charged with murder to hire. Yeah, there's gonna be some snitching going on. Get ready for the snitching to happen. There's gonna be a lot of snitching going on. Mr. Banks is probably going to be doing some talking. He'll be like, "What? Death penalty? That's the maximum? Oh, I got some names. I got some numbers. I got some people I can call. I can definitely give you an estimate." What is my Cash App? My Cash App is $. Hold on, let me see if I didn't put it in last time. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm looking for it now. Hold on. That's my Cash App. You're saying, what is your Cash App? What is your Cash App? That is my Cash App. $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. I need all Cash Apps. All donations are welcome. I appreciate all of it. Thank you very much for everyone that has donated in the past, donates now, and will donate in the future. It all goes towards a good cause, my bank account. So I appreciate it. So there's going to be some snitching going on, allegedly. There's going to be some snitching going on. Somebody's got to snitch. Somebody's got to say something. It's not going to be too quiet. Somebody's going to say, somebody's going to open up their mouth, start rapping, start talking, getting busy with the words. So that's my Cash App. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. That's my Cash App for all y'all who don't know already. Stacy Galore is in here. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Stacy Galore. Thank you, Baha Jackson. B Jackson, I always call him B Jackson. I appreciate you. But it ain't over yet. We gotta talk about these snitches. Who's gonna open their mouth? Who's gonna talk? They already said it was one thing about the OTF jam, but that was another case. That was something different. OTF jam. They're talking about who are Stephen Mack and Octavia Redmond. Reports on OTF jam allegedly being the key behind Lil Durk being put away for 3 deaths explored. This is from Sports Kita online. In the wake of Lil Durk's arrest, numerous theories have emerged online, with netizens accusing the rapper of other alleged crimes, including the murders of Stefan Mack and Octavia Redmond. For instance, influencer and YouTuber Poetic Flacco shared a post on October 27, 2024, with screens of a CBS News article from December 2023 titled, "Two Men Charged in Alleged Murder for Hire Slaying in Roseland." The feds believe Lil Durk paid to get these two people killed. 1. Stephen Mack, who killed Lil Durk brother D-Thang. 2. OTF Jam baby mom was killed because Lil Durk found out he wore a wire around him. Feds think OTF Jam is the key to putting Lil Durk in jail for all 3 bodies. Oh, man. But these are just online conspiracisms. They're not rooted in fact. They're just conspiracism. Conjecture. Yeah. Stitches get riches. That's a fact. Have a nice day, Sarah. There is no God, and Jesus was not God, so live with that. But I like this little love connection that's going on with Sarah that was just happening with Sarah and with B Jackson. That was nice. That was a nice touch. keep the live going. Free the land. So, where are we now? We're at 4 people in here. We got 9 likes. Went up to about 16, 17. I'm not mad. This is come back on Monday. Will Papa Saunders slap you silly if he heard you say that? No, he wouldn't. He understands my position. He understands what I know to be true. Not just what I believe, but what I know to be true. It's back at 10. We're at a party again. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm not mad at all. I got 802 new subscribers. Well, not 802 new subscribers, but I have new subscribers that total 803. So I'm not mad. I'm rolling with this. This isn't bad. Trying to get these subscribers up, trying to get these watch hours up. I'm doing the damn thing, god damn it. I'm not mad at all. Who is this? But I tell you what I think. I think that Durk sacrificed Vaughn. Ooh, Sarah's back with the comeback. Ooh. Why? So you think that Durk dyed his hair platinum like the rest of the Hollywood weirdos? I didn't see his hair get dyed. They keep showing them with the blonde. Are you talking about the blonde? With his blonde locks? I see the blonde locks. I don't see his hair being platinum. Sarah, I thought you were gone. Thank you for coming back, but I thought you were out of here. Y'all should check out Erica Musica's story. I will look at that. Erica Music. Oh, she made the transition. She was like me. She was like, she was against that. She was against all that, Then she said, you know what? I'm for the word. I'm going to spread the gospel like I'm spreading the gospel. I'm spreading the gospel of reason, individualism, and capitalism. That's what I spread. Every time I get on this camera, every time I'm getting into these views. She worked in the entertainment industry for the enemy. Who is the enemy? And what what did I say about Matthew 5:44 and Luke 6:27? What's wrong with the enemy? The enemy is your friend. Your enemy you love. You love your enemy. You do good to those who curse you. So it's good that she was working for the enemy. That's how ridiculous your whole setup is. Luke 6:27. So the enemy is a good thing. Your enemy is your pal. That's your best friend. You treat your enemy better than you do your closest relative. Luke, what? The enemy is Satan. Yeah, that's literally what it means. The adversary. That's what Satan means. But you have to love Satan. You have to love Satan because Satan is the enemy. So you love your enemy. You love Satan. That's all I'm saying. That's just what it says verbatim. Love your enemies. So Satan is the enemy. You love Satan. I'm not your brother, but that's exactly what it says. It says it verbatim. Love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you. And this is the famous part. And the famous part people always say, in Luke 29, if someone slaps you on the cheek, turn to them the other also. If someone takes your coat, do not withhold your shirt from them. Yeah, I have to know the enemy. I have to know my Satan. I have to know who my literal enemy is. Not in the biblical sense of enemy, but in the literal sense, the scientific sense of enemy. I have to know the Bible. I have to know what is against, what I'm up against. Have to know. Have to know these things. It's vital. So we dipped a little in the numbers, but my subscribers are crazy. Subscribing numbers are crazy. Loving that. Appreciate the subscriptions. I got $16 on the day. I'm feeling good for a Monday. Let's keep this going. Do you know your enemy, and do you know your enemy? Do you know your enemy? Amen. Are you saying? Was that a hymn? Rick James? Was that a hymn? Are you singing that? Sarah's laughing. You got kids, Sarah, by any chance? Do you have any little ones? Do you have any grown folks? Because you're of an age. I'm not gonna repeat your age again, but you're of an age where you could have, people that are 18, 19, 20, maybe 21, 22. So, yeah, Lil Durk. I don't know if he's gonna. He probably will. I'm imagining he will open up his mouth. It's gonna be a snitch fest. It's gonna be. This is like they have a tiers. They're having. I think the Young Thug trial is gonna be a mistrial. First of all, I think that's gonna be a mistrial. Then I think with another trial, I'm saying, you're already familiar with it. That's gonna be the trial of the century. That's gonna be huge. And I'm imagining that's gonna be a lot more difficult to process than all the other trials put together. It's going to be trial of the century. And then you have Lil Durk. That's going to be the second most trial of the century. It's going to be close to it. That's just my opinion. I can see if Lil Durk does open his mouth, if he becomes a stool pigeon, if he's a stoolie, a rat, fink. I'm a rat fink. I ratted out people before. Kept it moving. They understood the jokes. So, I mean, it would be very unusual to have somebody already, put into a place of confinement, and wonder. I mean, just imagine, all the different cases. There's gonna be people saying one thing or another, and then when they get on that stand, all this action is gonna be happening. It was him. It was her. It was him. All of them put together. I see them. Yes, I do see them in court. They're sitting right there. That's what's going to happen. Down to 3 viewers, by the way. Wait. 16 minutes, less than 16 minutes to go. So, the chat room cooled down. That was heated for a little while. Everybody was jumping. So I would say that, King Von's death, spurred on all this action. I'm sure it was prior, behavior behind that. And with Quando Rondo, and they were talking about that in the FBI cases. In the FBI case, they were saying how he made his official appearance this afternoon. This is like on Thursday or Friday. in the United States District Court for the Southern District of Florida and remains in federal custody. So we're dealing with someone from Chicago that's avenging another person's death that was in Atlanta, Georgia, that they had a dispute with, who was in Los Angeles, but he was trying to get away in Miami and Florida. So it was like a whole network. That's what they were talking about. There was like, they had to coordinate all the different operations of the FBI and different places around, and the law enforcement all over the country. And they're grown. They're grown. They're not even kids. A lot of people say, they say they're just babies. They're still young. Not really. 33, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, 33, a.k.a. Didi of Chicago. Keith Jones, 33, a.k.a. Flocka of Gary, Indiana. David Brian Lindsay, 33, a.k.a. Brown Eyes of Addison, Illinois. And Asa Houston, 36, a.k.a. Boogie of Chicago. These are the defendants charged in the separate indictment, which a grand jury returned on October 17th of this year. These 4 defendants, along with Grant, are charged with 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, and 1 count of using and carrying, discharging firearms and a machine gun and possession of such firearms and furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. Jones faces an additional count of possession of a machine gun. That's what I was talking about earlier with the machine gun. There's only 1 person watching this right now. It was up, but now it's not up. But I got my money, so I'm not mad. I'll keep running my mouth. It says the FBI and Los Angeles Police Department are investigating this matter. Assistant United States Attorney Ian V. Yaniello of the General Crimes Section and Daniel H. Weiner of the International Narcotics, Money Laundering, and Racketeering Section are prosecuting this case. Not only that, the shooting occurred in the open at a gas station at a busy intersection and endangering many others in the area. Violent gun crime of this sort is devastating to our community, and we will have zero tolerance to those who perpetrate those callous acts of violence. I am accepting $10 donations. I will take a $5, but my main draw is $10 or more. I just took in $16 today, so I'm not mad. Let's get this money. This is what it's all about. It's all about the dollar. It's all about the money, But I got to do research. I got to I watch videos. I can't watch videos now, but I watched videos of it. Law and Crime is a great source for different legal actions that are taken, especially in the entertainment business, as well as, just every other any day stuff that occurs. So. All right, so it says like the apparition. While you're going about your life thinking you can get away with it, the FBI is. Okay, I said that before. Mr. Banks is charged with orchestrating a cold-blooded murder that resulted in the death of a rival's family member. So, United States Attorney Martin Strata. Not only that, the shooting occurred in the open at a gas. Okay, I said that already. But yeah, this is what it is. And it's not the music. If I could just take a moment, maybe I could spend the whole 10 minutes just saying that it's not the music. You can't blame it on hip hop. You can't blame it on rock and roll. You can't blame it on jazz. You can't blame it on the blues. Can't blame it. You gotta blame it on the people that perpetrate these crimes, not on the art that they make. It's totally different. It's a totally different set of principles and ideas and thoughts. It allows you to express yourself, to get you, let people know this is what it's like where I am. People get shot every day. People die every day, B. That's what it's like where I'm coming from. And I'm letting you know to a beat. That's the thing. It's like education, but it's edutainment. Like KRS-One said. You're educating and you're entertaining at the same time. You're having a good time. You're like, whoa. Yeah, I like this beat. Whoa, 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 oh. And then, you listen to the words like, yeah, I was on my block. They got shot. And they got rocked. It's something like that. I can't rap, but like you understand what they're saying, but you're like moving to the beat. You're like, everything is like, you're having a party to the beat, but then you listen to the words, you're like, damn, that's some cold, whoa. Your brother got shot off the block and everything like that. Whoa. I was either forced to, go to jail or sell that rock or, it's that reality. It's a reality check. It lets you know that's true. That's a fact. That's something that can be measured and made into something that's real. It lets you know that it's something that's true. It lets you know that it's something that it should be made mention of, made aware of. Because you're at the party, you pop the Molly, or you're on pink cocaine or Tusi or whatever the hell it is, and you're feeling groovy, and you're feeling yourself, and you had enough water. You didn't have too much water to begin with, but you got water now, and you're keeping your levels together. You're not hyperventilating. You're not overreacting or anything like that, and you're just taking in the scene, and you hear the thump of the music. You're feeling real good. But then you just sit back and listen to the words. You're like, whoa. You're talking about going up to somebody, to the ops, and taking off his block. Like, what? What is going on with these lyrics? What's happening? And you're just wondering to yourself, like, what is this? That's drill music. And Lil Durk is a pioneer of drill music. And he should be proud of that. Proud of the art, not what it perpetrates in the eyes of other people. It's a very subjective thing to say, oh, it's because of the art. Just like any gun, any weapon, any firearm, especially a firearm, but it can be anything. But they say we got to get rid of the guns. We got to have less guns. You got to have what are they, bump stocks, and you can't have any switches, and you can't have any AR-15s. You can't. What do you need with an assault rifle? Every chance I need to use it, might need to use it to mow down a few people coming on my property. I'm standing my ground. That's reality. That's the truth. You're standing your ground. You're standing on your own business. You're able to do that. And that's what drill music does. It allows you to see into a world you either are familiar with or you aren't really familiar with, and know that it's the truth. They're not just saying this because it sounds hot, because it's something that could have actually happened or could happen. Doesn't make it right for anyone to say, oh, well, drill music is just violent and depraved and low grade and nobody should listen to it again. What kind of mess is that? What does that tell people? You can't watch this movie. You can't listen to this radio. You can't listen to this radio station. You can't watch this television show because it depicts all these various mature material in it. What is that about? So, Lil Durk being pulled into this alleged order of murder attempt that resulted in fatal shooting near Beverly Center in Los Angeles. It just shows you how disturbing it is. Okay, we got supreme consciousness. Bro, you can't even stay 24 hours without social media. Are you saying me or are you just saying anyone? And are you saying Skylar Saunders? Or are you saying anyone supreme? Are you talking about anyone in general? Or are you just saying myself? And I'm not your bro. But thanks for coming in here. I appreciate the viewership. Thank you. But I have spent 24 hours. I spent many 24 hours away from social media. When it was social media, when it was MySpace, and long time ago. When I was in the Marine Corps, when I was in boot camp, it was 13 weeks without any social media whatsoever. So, can't just be me. You must be talking to somebody else. But now, I mean, I can, but I'd rather make more money. This is how I make money. I can be away from social media if I had the right dollar amounts. Of course, he doesn't answer. He came in and left. I don't know. 10 likes, 3 viewers. So, I'm just going to wrap up saying, Lil Durk, tell, snitch, run your mouth, do what you got to do. Because you don't want to be in the commuted 20-year, 30-year, 40-year. Because that's what's going to happen. They'll say death penalty. They'll be like, and then it's going to be like, well, we're going to commute you. Your commuted sentence is going to be 30 to 5 to 45 years. And you'll be in a hole until you're in your late 70s or early 80s. It's ridiculous. But it's true. It's just like the rappers that have the idea behind it. They know exactly what's happening. So, I would like to thank my sponsor, LifeStrongApparel.com, B Jackson 5478 on YouTube, and Twitch.tv/.focus. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for everyone that was in the chat room. I appreciate it. The chat room. And I appreciate everybody's donation. I appreciate Stacy Galore's donation. Even though for next time, I'll take the $5 this first time because you're an infrequent viewer. So I appreciate the $5. And of course, Bob Jackson's $11 took it to $16. So I appreciate that. So I will see you all another date. Most likely tomorrow. Most likely around the same time. I'll see you. Take care.